Yo, what's up? Today I'm going to be taking through. Damn, I cannot talk. I'm going to be taking you through a day in the life of what it was like when I was losing 100 pounds and becoming the best version of myself. So every day I had this mindset to where I had to push harder than yesterday. I had to keep myself moving forward because if I was not getting better, I knew I'd be falling behind. And every single day, the first thing I do is 100 push ups. I still do that to this day. It's a daily commitment I have, but in reality, the reason I did that, 100 push-ups instead of say 50 pull-ups or 50 sit-ups or 100 burpees is because I had these man titties. And that was my biggest insecurity was my man titties. I used to wear my backpack over my boobs, my man boobs, in order to cover them up. And in reality, it kind of just squished them. And I probably looked even worse doing that, but that was my biggest insecurity. So that was the number one thing I wanted to focus on each and every day was getting my 100 push-ups done. So that'd be the first thing I'd do. After that, I went out for a run. I did anywhere from 2 to 4 miles, depending on how I felt. But the thing is, it's not really about how far you go, it's about the effort you put in. So if you don't really have the energy for it because you're going to be in a calorie deficit doing this, just run 2 miles. It's about your mindset at the end of the day because without the mindset, you're not going to be able to achieve what you need to achieve and do what you need to do in order to reach this goal that we have, which is to lose the weight. So just do what you can every single day. The biggest thing is consistency. Hitting the nail on the head back to back to back to back to back over and over each and every single day. It's okay to fall off the wagon for like one day. Say you have a whole week that's perfect. You run 3 miles a day, you do your 100 push ups, you go to the gym 5 or 6 days a week, and say you start on Monday the 1st, and the Monday of the 8th, you decide, hey, I don't really want to run today because I've been in a calorie deficit for a week. That's perfectly fine. If that's going to help you recover and go harder for your next round, that's perfectly fine. But the thing is, you cannot fall off the wagon. When you take those rest days are crucial in order to achieving your fitness goals. But when you take those rest days, you have to hop back on the wagon. That's like the biggest mistake that people make. I've fell short in times like that where I take a rest day and it turns into a rest week. And it's just so hard to hop back on the train after you take more than 1 or 2 days off. So we're going to stick to one day off at a maximum. And after that, you're going to hop back on the wagon and do your thing. But after my workout each day, I would always do extra activity around the house, always look for yard work to do, um, anything like that. I used to be a server at a Greek restaurant, so I used to get a lot of steps in. I would work Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and I was the only server there, so I'd be running around like crazy, which helped with my step count. So having an active job definitely helps. But if you don't have a job, if you're too young for it, if you say you're 16 watching this video and you don't have a job yet, that's perfectly fine. Just go out and play a sport, do a hobby, link up with your friends, see what you're gonna do, and also the biggest thing is your diet. Every single day, I would eat 2 to 3 meals. They'd all be clean, high in protein. Breakfast, I had some egg whites, like an egg white omelet, some fruit, yogurt, and maybe like a cheese stick or something for healthy fats. For lunch, I'd have, since I'm at a Greek restaurant, I would always have a chicken breast pita. So it's pretty much like a chicken gyro. So I'd have a pita bread. That's like the most, lavish, high calorie item I'd have for the day. But a pita bread, 50 grams of protein from a double serving of chicken breast on there, and then just lettuce and onions and tzatziki sauce for fat. But yeah, that was around 600 calories for that. My breakfast was around 500 calories. And then for dinner, it really depended what I was doing. I used to like to make these yogurt parfaits or protein French toast. I'll make a video on how to make both of those, but protein French toast was so good, and I haven't done it in a while just because I haven't had the time, but it's really a hack for dieting. Same with the yogurt parfait. So what you're gonna do for the yogurt parfait is get frozen berries or any frozen fruit. Just don't go with bananas because they're high in calories and they'll upset your glycemic index, which is like your carbohydrate signaling. It pretty much like determines like your blood sugar at the end of the day. But you're gonna get frozen berries. Okay, you're gonna get maybe like a pound of those. Get a nice, decent, hefty bowl, enough to hold like 16 ounces of it. You're gonna put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then all the juice and all the ice is gonna melt off of it, and gonna become like really juicy at the bottom. Oh my god, it's so good, bro! It's so good. And then you're gonna put Greek yogurt on top of that, and then you can actually. This is the best part. You're gonna take sugar-free maple syrup or sugar-free chocolate syrup. You're gonna drizzle that on top. It's a protein parfait. It's literally like a diet hack. It's so freaking good, bro. It's so good. And then for protein French toast, I'm gonna make a whole video on that just because it's so in depth and there's a lot of ways to mess it up as far as like your macros and everything. But yeah, those are the three meals I'd have. I'd always have a very clean breakfast, decently portion sized lunch because I was active running around serving at my job. And then for dinner, you have to find a way to treat yourself just because us big boys have a sweet tooth. So at nighttime, that tends to come out a lot. So I found those two diet hacks for you. But I have a list of some that I'm looking at right now. I'll make videos on all of them. But yeah, those are the three meals I would eat. So just to recap, in the morning, 100 push-ups, and then go for a run, some form of cardio. And then after that, come home, get ready for work. After that, you have your two clean meals throughout the day. After work, you go ahead, go to the gym, bang out your workout, freaking hit your chest like a maniac because we don't want saggy man titties around here. And then enjoy a nice, refreshing, and also flavorful dinner. So yeah, that's the day in the life of what I was doing in order to lose 100 pounds. It took me, shit, I was in about 1,100 calorie deficit. So it took me a little over 6 months now that I recite it. It took from October to April. And actually under 6 months, but yeah. 6 months of hard dedication, hard work, grinding every day. Bro, this shit, I'm going to tell you right now, this shit is not going to be easy. I had to cut off so many people just because they just were not helping me on the journey. Everyone is going to be so proud of you at first when you lose like your first 20 to 30 pounds. But after that, people are going to start hating. It's just part of the process. People will hate on you just because you're doing something difficult and you're actually having results from it. It makes them feel bad because they're not actually doing anything with themselves. And weight loss is like one of the biggest like bang for your buck like things you go out and achieve. It's one of the biggest bang for your buck like investments, self-investments, because people see the change. It not only affects your body and how people treat you, but it affects your mind too. And that's the biggest thing it helped me with is my mindset, because now I know that I did some hard shit and I grinded for 6 months on end, that I can do some hard stuff in the future like I'm doing right now with work. But yeah, that's a day in the life of what I was doing back in the day in order to lose 100 pounds. If you want one-on-one coaching, I have free video calls I'm going to do every week. And then if you want one-on-one personalized coaching, I will send you a link for that. And I'll put my Instagram in the bio in order for you guys to slide up on there and DM me coach if you're ready to change your life and go from the fat kid to the respected kid. Thanks, guys.